Good morning, YouTube. It is January 18th, 2024, 9:21 a.m. Central Standard Time. 39 degrees outside right now in DFW. Still cold, but not record-breaking cold that it has been over the past few days. It is beautiful weather. I'm sorry to say it. I love it. I love this weather. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can check these out live every morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time over on playback.tv/slightly biased. Get in here, especially this time of the year, man. Especially this time of the year where there are rumors. There's speculation. Things are flying around. Rumors are flying around. If you were in here yesterday or you checked the episode out on YouTube, you know that I damn near called the Siakam trade. That's how quickly things move, and you don't want to miss out on it. All right, so check these out live on playback.tv/slightly biased. And if you're watching this on playback.tv/slightly biased, you can check these out on the Slightly Biased Clips channel, ladies and gentlemen. All right, a decent amount to talk about today. Actually, not really. Not going to talk too much about the games last night. I don't know. They just didn't do much for me. We'll talk about the Siakam trade, kind of give my final-ish thoughts because I haven't really been able to talk about it much. We will go over some rumors that are floating around. We'll talk very briefly about the Mavericks game last night and just how bad it was. It was the NBA, the National Blowout Association last night. There were a couple good games, but outside of that, it was another night of just games. So we'll talk about that. There's some rumors floating around, and then we'll look at Fanspo. We'll do some Fanspo trades. Everyone's favorite, Fanspo. Okay. First and foremost, the Pascal Siakam trade. Let me just talk about it briefly, and then we can move on. I love it for Indiana. I have to say, I absolutely love it for Indiana. It's, I think, a great move for them, and I'll talk about. Dwight Powell, there was a tweet. I know I'm going off the rails a little bit, guys. I'm reading the chat. There was a tweet that said Dwight Powell was the best passing center, or best passing versatility, or whatever the stat was. Oh, it's kind of hilarious. I've been telling you guys, man. Been telling you guys. I want just like a condensed, nice article of Siakam being traded. Here we go. Raptors trade forward Pascal Siakam to the Pacers. So the Raptors pretty much complete the rebuild. I mean, what else do they have to trade? Maybe Gary Trent Jr.'s traded for something, like something small. Maybe Jakob Poeltl gets moved now, although I think they kind of want to keep Poeltl. See what he looks like next to a real-life guard in Emmanuel Quickley, because Poeltl did look pretty good with Fred VanVleet last year, and he's looked better with Quickley before he got hurt. But here is the trade. So I don't know, are the Raptors getting Kira Lewis? This was confusing to me because Indiana tweeted out that they got Kira Lewis. So is it for sure that Kira Lewis is going to the Raptors? Okay, they are getting Kira Lewis. The Raptors are. All right, cool. Well, hold on. The Pacers are saying there's still Pacers fans who are saying they're getting Kira Lewis. But wait, Kira Lewis will wear number 3 for the Raptors. All right, All right, the Raptors have Kira Lewis. We'll just leave that. Koloko got waived. Yeah, Christian Koloko got waived to make this trade happen, which surprised a lot of people. However, there is some legit concerns with him. He's been sick for quite some time. He's missed this entire season so far. With an illness. He missed summer league. Like he's dealing with something pretty serious, I think it sounds like. And I hope he's okay. I hope that he's okay. He's missed the entire season with a respiratory illness. So that's a little bit spooky. Definitely, if he were to get healthy soon, it's definitely an interesting player. He is an interesting player. But again, I don't know. That doesn't make me feel good about his injury or his illness. I just hope he's okay, honestly. All right, so Pacers get Pascal Siakam. They also get a future second via the Pelicans for Kira Lewis. The Pelicans, it's funny because the Hoop Collective were doing a podcast yesterday, and they talked about trades that could happen. And one of the specific trades that was mentioned was Kira Lewis getting traded away for nothing, so the Pelicans could go under the luxury tax, and that did happen. So there you go. But the Raptors getting Bruce Brown, 2 2024 first-round picks, and a conditional 2026 first-round pick. Wait, so what are the protections on this? I thought that 2026 was just completely and totally unprotected. What are the protections on that pick? Do we know? So the 2024, one of them is the Pacers pick, so that'll be late teens, maybe early to mid 20s. Late teens, early to mid 20s. And then who's the second pick? I wish they fucking showed. Like I wish we knew what the picks were exactly. Okay, the 2026 pick since the Raptors will be the Pacers pick, but it is protected 1 through 4. Okay. And then, yes, the worst of Utah's, Houston's, Oklahoma City, and the Clippers. So that'll be a mid to late 20s pick right there. So I think this is a home run trade for the Pacers. 2 middling first-round picks in what is widely considered an underwhelming draft class. And a future 1 through 4 protected first. And all you give up player-wise is Jordan Nora, who's just kind of a whatever for you, and Bruce Brown, who is on a 1-year deal pretty much and hasn't really been that great for you on that contract. You're basically replacing Bruce Brown with Pascal Siakam. I think that's a huge home run trade. I think they did a great job. It reminds me a good amount of the Kyrie trade, to be honest with you, where it's, for whatever reason, someone whose value isn't maybe as high as it should be. For Kyrie, there was a million different reasons, but for Siakam, it's because he was an impending free agent, and he was pretty much telling teams, I'm not going to sign with you. And they get a legit all-star level player at times for cheap. For relatively cheap. I mean, all in all, a future first, trading 2 upcoming firsts isn't going to like completely kill your mobility, because once those picks are made in the draft, like, you're good to go. Those picks don't count against you anymore. In the stipend rule. And then a conditional 2026 pick. What a trade. They fucking hit a home run. I think the Raptors could have done way better than this. They fucked up. The Raptors are losers in this trade. I'm going to say it right now. Of course, over time, who knows? You know, they could hit a home run with one of these draft picks. But you get 2 middling firsts in a not great draft, a future first, and Bruce Brown for Siakam. You're a fucking idiot. You could have gotten a king's ransom a year ago. You could have gotten more than this in the summer. Dude, there was like, I don't know if there was ever real talks, but dude, there was like, wait, Siakam for the 3rd overall pick? Like those were questions that were being waved around. It's better that they did this instead of losing him for nothing, because it did feel like that relationship had ran its course. But wow, they did fuck up. They did. So they trade OG Anunoby and Siakam. All in all, they get 3 firsts in that. 2 of them just first. And the 2026 Pacers first. That's in 2 years, man. Halliburton will still be under contract. Siakam will more than likely still be there. Like, they'll probably be pretty good. It was funny because on Locked On last night, Nick let it off by saying, like, the Mavs couldn't have matched it. And picks-wise, obviously they couldn't. I think the Mavs definitely could have won up to this offer, just with the young players. Like, to me, like, Timmy and then, like, one of the Mavericks' young players and maybe a future first is more intriguing than this offer. I would think so, at least. Unless the Mavericks were like, or unless the Raptors were like, hey, we want these first-round picks and maybe throw in trades somewhere else. I don't know. But they get rid of OG. They get rid of Siakam. In return, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, what should be a pretty good second-round pick from the Pistons. 3 firsts. 2 of them pretty picks in this year's draft. And Bruce Brown and Kira Lewis, a shot at Kira Lewis. You know. Okay. Okay. I mean, they're going a step in the right direction at least. They're taking a step in the right direction. Okay, I feel like they definitely could have done better. I feel like if we wanted Siakam and we could have got him. Yeah, I think that kind of is it too. I don't know how interested the Mavericks were, because it does kind of sound like Siakam wanted to go to Indiana. So, good for the Pacers, man. I like this move a lot for them. I really do. I think he's gonna be great there. And again, you didn't give up that much, man. You just did it. You just didn't. So nice get for the Pacers. Good work. Woo! Good work. And unfortunately for NBA fans, I think that means the trade deadline was officially going to be fucking terrible. Because I cannot imagine a player better than Siakam is traded. I can't imagine a player better than OG is traded between now and the deadline either. So it's just going to be a lot of middling ass moves. It's going to be a lot of mid-ass moves between now and the trade deadline, which is when? February 8th, February 6th? When is it exactly? Soon-ish. Be here before you know it. That much I do know. Need to really start churning out some trade. Need to start churning out some trade content, huh? Levine and DeJounte? Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's any players better than Siakam and OG traded between now and the trade deadline. All right, here we go. No, I'm just kidding. Better than OG at least. Do either of those guys go for more than what Levine got or what OG went for? Levine definitely. It sounds like Levine. It sounds like no one wants his ass. DeJounte is a little bit interesting. All right, here's a new rumor that has been floating around now in the past hour, as of the time I'm recording this. Quentin Grimes is reportedly frustrated in New York, and the Knicks are actively trying to trade him. The Dallas Mavericks are a team with interest in Grimes. There's also speculation that Thibodeau soured on Grimes for sitting out the last two games in the playoff series against the Cavaliers because of a shoulder injury. Okay. Little asshole-ish of Thibodeau, but all right, man. It's a little bit of an asshole thing to say. Of course, this is hilarious because Quentin Grimes was once deemed untouchable in Donovan Mitchell trades. I think he's extension eligible in the offseason, I believe. He might be extension eligible right now. I don't know exactly what it is. The Dallas Mavericks are a team with interest in Grimes. Man, I gotta say, I gotta say, why? The only way this makes any sense to me, he is a good defender. The Mavericks need size, man. You're gonna go out and get another 6'5" guard who's can play small. You're gonna get another one of these fucking guys. We already have 8 of these guys. What are you just gonna run out no, do not give Kidd any more ammunition. Do not give Jason Kidd any more ammunition to go uber small. You understand? We're going to see a lineup of Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, Jaden Hardy, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Quentin Grimes. Is that what you fucking want? It's not what I want. No, but Quentin Grimes is a good player. He's like a better Josh Green, kind of. I would say he's a better defender than Josh Green. A very quick trigger from 3. Doesn't really do much offensively outside of that. Although there were some flashes here and there where people thought he could develop his game. Remember, this was a very popular most improved player pick a year ago, if you guys remember. People were very, 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 very intrigued by his future and his development. Unfortunately, it just didn't happen, really. And now he's just kind of in this weird limbo state with the Knicks. It would make some sense, I think. It would make some sense, I think, for the Mavericks if there's multiple trades and, maybe you are trading Hardy, maybe you are trading Josh Green in another trade. Go and get him. What is this? Defensive LeBron matchup difficulty? Quentin Grimes. Yeah, I mean, he's a good defender. There's Tim Hardaway Jr. right there, man. He's not that far off. Derrick Jones Jr. is right behind him. Wait, why is there 2 Quentin Grimes and 2 Josh Hart? What the hell's going on? What the fuck am I looking at, man? It looks like Geometry Wars. Did you guys ever play that game? Geometry Wars? That game was a shit back in the day. I don't know what I'm looking at. Matchup difficulty, defensive LeBron. Where is he? Can someone circle? Oh, right here. Yeah, okay, yes, he's a good defender. Geometry Wars was incredible. I had many late nights playing that game. They should make a new one. Like, come on, make another one. It makes some sense for the Mavericks if you're doing other trades. If you're not, you really need size. Unless you can get him for cheap. If this is like how much is he making this year? He's at 2.3. That fits into a trade exception the Mavericks have. Unless you could do like 2 seconds and just fit Quentin Grimes into your trade exception. If that's something you can do, cool. I can't imagine some other team wouldn't beat that offer. That came out in 88? Yeah. Geometry Wars came out in 88. Used to play it on the fucking NES. If we trade Grimes for that, Knicks fans would have a meltdown. Yeah, that feels like a terrible return. This goes back to what I've been saying about the Mavericks, where it's like they don't have the luxury of just like saying, first round pick? Sure. Like they don't. It makes figuring out trades for them very difficult. Mavs want a 6-5 point of attack in the starting lineup. Well, Exum's been pretty good at that. So maybe Exum's injury is a little concerning with the plantar fasciitis thing. The plantar. He's got a sprained plantar. Is that what it was? That shit's a little bit concerning to me. He's also a guy who's been kind of injured often. Hardy plus a second for Grimes. But the Knicks want that. I'm intrigued by what Hardy's value is across the league. I personally don't think he's going to develop with the Mavs. I don't see a pathway for it. I do think he could develop into a good NBA player. I don't know if it'll be in Dallas. Curry in a second for Grimes. That one actually makes more sense, I think, from the Knicks' perspective, although Seth Curry has not been good this year. But they do need another guard off the bench. I feel like they would like Seth Curry a little bit more. It's just like a established, been there, done that guy. But even then, I feel like that's a lackluster return for a guy who was like deemed untouchable in Donovan Mitchell trades just 2 summers ago. And he is only 23. Wouldn't give up Curry? I would. He's been bad. Kind of strange Tim's is trading a good young defender. But you want to know something? Part of me feels like the Mavs won't trade Seth. Because this is his 3rd time in Dallas. They've already traded him once, and he was kind of like, yeah, it kind of sucked, but whatever. It's the business side of things. Like, I kind of feel like they wouldn't do it again. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So it's interesting. The Mavericks seem like they're interested in a lot of guys. We'll see if anything materializes there. We'll see if anything materializes. We'll see. All right. Do I even want to talk about the game last night? Honest to God, I don't. We're not going to talk about really any of the games last night. There wasn't a lot of interesting ones. A lot of blowouts again, including the Mavericks getting absolutely dog walked by the Lakers. They didn't make their threes. That's really what it boils down to. I'm sorry. There's not a lot of analysis outside of that. Timberwolves beat the Pistons. It was a nice little fight by the Pistons. I will give them that. Jaden Ivey's looked really good lately, so that's good news for the Pistons. Hawks beat the Magic in a crazy game. DeJounte Murray hits a game winner. Magic really kind of struggling a little bit lately. DeJounte Murray could be one of his last games as a member of the Atlanta Hawks, and he hits a game winner. What a story. Celtics blow out the Spurs. Wemby had 27 points in 27 minutes. Cavs blow out the Bucks. Are the Bucks resting guys? I know nothing about these games. Admittedly, I only had time to watch the Mavs last night. Okay, no Giannis. I spent my time watching the fucking Mavs. Knicks beat the Rockets. The Rockets really struggling now. 2 games under 500. Raptors blow out the Heat. The day that they trade Siakam. What's the deal with that? Why does it feel like that happens a lot? It's like the other team's just like, all right, they just traded away one of their best players. Like, let's, we got an easy win tonight. Is that what it is? And we forgot to mention during the Siakam talk that, yes, Bruce Brown probably, I don't know if he even plays the game for the Raptors. Bruce Brown probably gets traded again. Pelicans blow out the Hornets. The Hornets reek. Brandon Ingram had a triple-double. And the Trailblazers edge one out against the Nets. The Nets have just been so bad lately. So bad. Random little updates. Jeremy Grant said that he doesn't really want to get traded. He likes being in Portland, which is fine. Jeremy Grant just sort of strikes me as a guy who's like, yeah, I'm making $40 million and get to shoot whenever I want. Like, making $40 million, there's absolutely no pressure. There's absolutely no pressure on me. I'm going to shoot the ball 20 times, and that's going to be that. The Nets. I mean, what are we looking at now? Holy fuck. I mean, how many games is this? 3 wins since, when was this? This is in December. Oh my God. 3 wins since December 14th. 3. And 2 of them were against the Pistons. What a disaster. Yeah, Anthony Simons did hit a game winner in this one. Anthony Simons, man, he's nice. He's a nasty boy. He didn't shoot well in this game, but he's a nasty boy. All right, so that's what happened. Not a lot of great games last night. Not a lot to talk about. Not a lot to take away. It is trade season. Right? We're NBA fans. We care more about that. Right? We care more about the stories. At least that's what people tell us. We care more about the stories than we do anything else. All right, Fanspo. You better be good for me today. We've seen some Fanspo trades that make me want to get off of this platform immediately. Top trades today. Oh my God, they're trading Torso Man. Golden State Warriors deadline and beyond planned. Okay. The Warriors get Daniel Gafford, Landry Shamet, Victor Oladipo, a second and a first. Okay, so the Warriors are getting their first back. This is their own first that they're getting back. The Rockets get Kevon Looney. So the Warriors dump that salary. The Wizards get Wiggins, Guy Santos, and a future first that's protected. So you get off that salary. These are the type of trades I like seeing on here. I'm gonna be real because they're smart, they're feasible, they have the future in mind. Warriors get assets for dumping bad contracts. Well, to be fair, a team could talk themselves into Kevon Looney. A team could talk themselves into Andrew Wiggins. Would the Wizards be that team? Now that's the one I'm not entirely sure of. Because that 2030 first round pick for Golden State, that is spicy. That's a spicy pick. Victor Oladipo exists in thought alone. Victor Oladipo exists in thought alone. He exists as salary in trades. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't think the Wizards say yes to this at all. So I'm giving you back your 2030 first round pick, which could be incredibly valuable. And I'm getting a protected first to get Wiggins. I'm trading you Gafford, Shamit's, whatever, but I'm trading you Gafford. I don't want this pick involved. I'm saying no if I'm the Wizards. Rockets, sure. I'm Victor Oladipo on a second for Looney, sure. Why not? Here we go. Fucking 18-team trade. Oh, this guy's all over the place, huh? All right, here we go. Let's lock this one in. The Pacers are getting DeAndre Hunter. This was before the Siakam trade. Knicks are getting DeJounte Murray. Thunder getting Clint Capella. Magic getting Bogdan. Buddy Hield, Fournier, Bertans, Fultz, Grimes. And a bunch of firsts. 5 firsts in total. I'm not looking through all of these. Siakam to the Pacers. Let's look at some Mavs ones. I can't help myself. Oh, fuck. Oops. I can't help myself. I gotta look at the Mavericks ones. New. Quentin Grimes out of New York. No. No. You're not giving up a first for Quentin Grimes, guys. You're just not doing it. Raptors commit to the rebuild. I think they've already done that. But here, let's see. Mavericks get Bruce Brown. No. I don't want these small players anymore, man. I don't want them. You know? I'm out. I'm out on all of these small guys. Mavericks get Bruce Brown for Rashawn Holmes and Omax. I don't. What do we do with Bruce Brown? He plays small ball 4. Like, I don't want that. I don't want it. Don't want it. Mavericks say no, I think. Jeremy Grant, Mavs improved defense. Let's see. Jeremy Grant, Dennis Schroeder. Okay. Jalen McDaniels. Raptors get Grant Williams, Seth Curry in 2 seconds. Trailblazers get Rashawn Holmes, Josh Green, Omax in a first. I don't know if I would do this, but it's somewhat interesting. I can't lie. It's somewhat interesting. I would love to not trade Omax too. What the fuck? There's no way anyone in their right mind would suggest trades this bad. Okay, report user. Thank you. Hopefully they do the right thing and ban this user from the account permanently. Ban this user from this platform permanently. Bruce Brown to a contender. No, man. No, man. Kyrie and Giannis. Okay, let's go and block him. Oh, this was the guy I just fucking blocked and reported. Get his ass off the platform! All right, what do people think Wiggins will cost? I'm interested to see here. Omax out, out, out. All right, Mavs get Wiggins. Okay, this feels a little bit more like it. Let's just see. Wiggins, the Mavericks give up Tim Hardaway Jr. and Rashawn Holmes. The Warriors get Zach LaVine, Caruso, and Jock Landale. The Rockets get Rashawn Holmes. Wait, why are the Rockets doing this? To get off Landale's contract because he's been fucking terrible? So they're taking on Rashawn Holmes' contract and giving up 2 seconds? I don't think they'd want to do that. Bulls get Chris Paul, Tim Hardaway Jr., and 1 first for LaVine. Mavs say no. Really? I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would. I really don't know. They've tried to trade Tim Hardaway Jr. so many times, man. So many. All right, let's see. Did we already look at this one? Raptors next trade? Mavericks get Wiggins. Omax. Oh, we did look at this one. Thaddeus Young and Garrett Temple die tragically. No, I'm out on that. PJ Washington. Okay. PJ Washington and Wendell Carter Jr. Let me tell you right now, the Mavericks aren't giving up enough. Yeah. Hornets get Rashawn Holmes, Markieff Morris in 2 seconds. Why the fuck would they do that? The Magic get Maxey in a first. Why would they do that? No, nobody says yes to this besides the Mavericks who say yes to this for sure. Nobody else does though. Here's another one. PJ Washington, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Richards. All right, I like what I see already. Mavericks somehow give up 0 first-round picks of this. The Nets get Rashawn Holmes, Jaden Hardy in a second for Dorian Finney-Smith. Why? Grant Williams, Seth Curry, Omax in a second for PJ Washington and Nick Richards. The Nets laugh you out of the. Royce O'Neal and Daron Sharp. How long is Daron Sharp out? Daron Sharp's dealing with an injury. Maxi Kleba, Dante Exum, and Markieff Morris. Ew, no. No. Exum's been too good for us. DeAndre Hunter's a player I'm shocked I haven't seen more to the Mavs for. DeAndre Hunter and Wendell Carter. Tim Hardaway Jr., Sean Holmes, and Seth Curry. That's all the Mavericks are giving up. Deal. Where do I sign? Deal. Point me to where I sign. Magic are getting DeJounte Murray, Tim Hardaway Jr., Sean Holmes, and Seth Curry. The Hawks are getting Jonathan Isaac, Markelle Fultz, Jed Howard, and 3 firsts. There's no way the Magic do this. Here we go. This is the type of shit I like to see. A shakeup in the NBA. LeBron James to the Mavericks, Caruso, and Cam Reddish. The Mavericks are giving up Grant Williams, Rashawn Holmes, a first, Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleba, Josh Green, 2 seconds for LeBron, Caruso, and Reddish. I'm in. The Lakers for giving up LeBron James are only giving back DeMar DeRozan and Jared Allen. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Block user. Okay. Rui Hachimura. Let's see this one. Rui Hachimura and Jackson Hayes. Mavs giving up Seth Curry and a first. Just no way. Just no way. Just no way. Just no way. Just absolutely no way. Doug McBuckets. That moves you? Doug McDermott and Charles Bassey? Hold on a second. What's this guy cooking? This guy's deep in the fucking weeds. The Mavericks, only Mavericks only trade with Sean Holmes? Yes. Yes. Easily the Mavericks say yes to this. Okay. Why? What are the Spurs getting that makes them say yes to this? Fultz? Thunder get Wendell Carter and the Magic get, a first. I don't think the Magic say yes. If the Mavericks could somehow get Doug McDermott, who is whatever, but also Charles Bassey, who's out this entire year, I think, but is an interesting player moving forward. If they could somehow get that for Rashawn Holmes, yes, but that would never happen. Bertans coming back to the Mavericks would be kind of funny. Lots of Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton, and Guy Santos for Tim Hardaway Jr., Grant Williams, and Markieff. A lot of Andrew Wiggins, man. It's very possible. Mavericks. This was the offseason trade that we tossed around a trillion times. Clint Capella for Tim Hardaway Jr. Not doing that shit anymore, buddy. Not doing that shit anymore. That ship has long sailed. That ship has left the harbor. Dorian Finney-Smith back to Dallas. Sean Holmes in 2 seconds. Hell yeah! The Nets call you a pussy. What is that profile picture? Wait. What was that fucking profile picture? Seek help. Seek professional help, please. All right, we'll look at 3 more trades. Non-Dallas Mavericks. Just the 3 latest trades. Let's see. Warriors get Bruce Brown. Raptors get Wiggins. Yeah, what? The Raptors are doing that. Why? And don't say because he's fucking Canadian. KJ for a PG. The Sixers get Keldon Johnson, a first-round pick, in a second. The Spurs Twitter notification. Bob Myers joins the Woj pop. You know what, Woj? Let's go ahead and just mute you, dude. I don't give a single shit about your podcast. Is there a way? It's terrible. Sixers trading D'Anthony Melton, Batum, and a first for Keldon Johnson. I don't think they would do that midseason. One, Batum's been actually really good for them. And Melton's pretty important for them. Does blocking certain words block the notifications with them in it? That's actually a great question. That is a great Twitter question. Bruce Brown to the Knicks. This feels like it's the move. I saw somebody on Twitter mention this. Apparently, the Knicks are interested in Bruce Brown. This feels like the move right here. To be honest with you, I was just thinking this. The Raptors get Quentin Grimes. They eat the Fournier contract. And the Knicks get Bruce Brown. It does make some sense. But do the Knicks also not have a million guys like this? I guess. Picks. I think this is fine for the Raptors. I think this is fine for the Raptors, to be honest with you. They don't get picks, but they get like a legit young player. How? The Heat are getting DeMar, PJ Washington, James Bouknight, and Mark Williams. Come on, dude. Come on. Should honestly block you. Minor trade for Philly. I actually think Philly doesn't really want to trade Batum, to be honest with you. Let's see. Dorian Finney-Smith, Caruso. Yeah, just something light. Just a minor trade. Dorian Finney-Smith and Caruso. Torrey Craig, Day'Ron Sharpe, Lonnie Walker. The Nets are getting Robert Covington, Korkmaz, and a future protected first. The Bulls are getting Batum, a future first, and a second for Caruso. I think everyone besides the Bulls or the Sixers says no to this. Warriors get Bruce Brown and Jalen McDaniels. The Thunder get Jakob Poeltl. A Raptors fan had to make this. There's no way. There's no world in which Raptors getting 3 first-round picks for this haul. And Trace Jackson Davis. Raptors decline? Is this guy fucking serious? The Raptors are getting like a legit young player in Trace Jackson Davis who's looked good, and 3 firsts for Poeltl, whose contract doesn't look great. Jalen McDaniels and Bruce Brown. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Wait. Bro, Zach LaVine is not getting you that many picks. Killian Hayes. Okay, the Pistons are getting... Wait. God, dude, some of these trades are so bad. What on earth are the Pistons saying yes to this? Immediately, I'm already questioning. Batum, Patrick Beverley in 2 seconds? Why are they trading Marcus Sasser? Like, why is Marcus Sasser getting traded? Sixers get Mikal Bridges and, a pick swap. The Nets are getting Killian Hayes. Oh, ho, ho, yay! Korkmaz, Marcus Sasser, Jaden Springer, KJ Martin, and 4 firsts. Why the fuck are the Pistons doing this? What is the reasoning for the Pistons to be in on this? If I'm the Nets, I want a serious young player. That's not Marcus Sasser or Killian Hayes. Hilarious. All right, a couple more. I don't really like looking at 4-teamers. There's just way too much going on. Lots of Bruce Brown trades. Another Twitter notification? Oh, this is actually important. Oh, wow. Okay, the NBA is postponing the Mavericks game on Friday. The NBA is postponing Friday's Warriors-Mavericks game after the sudden death of Golden State assistant, how do you pronounce this? Dejan Milojevic? Sources tell The Athletic. Wow. So, it did kind of sound like last night, the way the Mavericks were talking, that they kind of thought this game would be postponed. Fuck, dude. I honestly can't even imagine what the Warriors are going through. Like, I genuinely can't even imagine it. The fact that happened at all is incredibly sad in and of itself, but the fact that it happened at a team dinner. I can't even imagine. I had, like, when I was playing baseball, we were at a tournament once, and one of the kids on our team's dad had, like, a heart attack there. And it was just, like, horrifying to watch. I can't even imagine it being, like, the assistant coach who you've been... Because the players are, like, very friendly with the assistant coaches. Those are, like, the friends. That's who you, like, become friends with and stuff. Damn. So the Mavericks, obviously they'll have to make that game up, of course. But the Mavericks now get 4 or 5 days off. They don't play again until Monday. They're already getting 2 days off in between their game against the Warriors and their game against the Celtics on Monday. And now they're getting an extended rest. Wow, this is actually I'm trying to find the right way to word this. There's really no right way to word this. So I won't even say it. The Mavericks have like desperately needed some days off. Obviously, it should have just came in the natural way of fucking the NBA not having their schedule be so insane. They've had an insane schedule where they went well over a month without more than 1 day off. Mavs get good rest under sad circumstances? Yes. That also means there's not going to be streams on the channel for the next 5 days. It's a much needed break. A much needed break, I think, after the horrific shit show that was last night in the chat. A much needed break for everybody. What is your ideal roster construction around Luka Doncic? Some dogs. What's up with these Chris Paul trades? Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see it. Let's see it. Spurs get Trae Young and DeAndre Hunter. Let's see it. For Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott, Devontae Graham, Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley. Keldon's kind of interesting. Doug McDermott's expiring, whatever. Devontae Graham, whatever. Malachi Branham, I think he's terrible. No offense to him. Blake Wesley, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. I'm so here for it. I would love Trae Young on the Spurs. Honest to God. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I want to will that into existence. I thought I blocked this clown. I'm ready to will that into existence. Wow, a ghost. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can check these out live on playback.tv/slightlybiased. If you're watching this on playback.tv/slightlybiased, you can check these out on the Slightly Biased Clips channel. Bit of a weird episode today. Just didn't have a lot to talk about from the games last night. I remember Fanspo being more fun than it is now. I don't know. A weird slate of games. Wizards, Knicks. Bulls, Raptors is a fucking TNT game. Are we serious? Thunder, Jazz is actually a banger. Thunder, Jazz is a banger of a game. Grizzlies, Timberwolves. Pacers, Kings is actually pretty fun. So thank you guys for tuning in.